Hi guys, welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm making sous vide steak. Okay guys, I'm starting out here. I have two top sirloin steaks and I had to cut the one in half because it was a really big guy. I'm going to give these a simple seasoning. I'm going to start out with a little black pepper. My Wolfgang Puck salt and pepper grinder set. Every now and then it gets a little clogged. Sea salt. Give that a shake. I'm going to go ahead and turn my steaks over. And I'm not going to trim any of this fat off of there because that's going to be flavor. Let me grab my other salt and pepper grinder set. Seems like this cheap set from eBay, $14 for the pair, seems to work better than the expensive ones by Wolfgang Puck. My cat back here playing around in an empty box. Kathy is something else, guys. Alright, now I went ahead and I made three vacuum seal bags for this. I'm going to go ahead and get my steak in here. Start with the one whole steak. And the nice thing about this, while this is cooking, it'll be vacuum sealed and all of the seasoning will soak into the steak. And I'm going to go ahead and throw a nice piece of basil that I cut out of my arrow garden in there. And I'm going to put a pat of butter in there. Now my butter's frozen, so it broke. But that'll be alright. Now I'm going to go ahead and package up the rest of my steaks and then we'll vacuum seal them. Okay, now I have my steaks all in their bags with their seasonings. I'm going to go ahead and vacuum seal these. My vacuum sealer. And you want to get all the air out of there because, like I said, that's going to draw that flavor right into the steak as it cooks in the sous vide. You see the blood getting sucked out of the steak. It's going to get a strong vacuum on it. Now that's sealing right now. I'm going to go ahead and seal all the rest of my steaks up and then we'll get them in the sous vide. Okay, now that I have my sous vide filled with water, and there's a maximum full line I have it filled, so it came with this little rack. My steaks are in. I set this at 160 degrees because we like our steaks more on the well side. You can adjust it to any temperature you like. And I'm going to give it 2 hours, but I set the timer for 2 hours and 15 minutes, so it's 15 minutes to warm up to 160 degrees. I'm going to go ahead and put my lid on here. And this here is a Von Chef sous vide. It was just under $65 on Amazon. I'll put a link down below in the description bar if you want to check it out. So I'm going to go ahead and press play or start. Now there's a fan in there, you can hear it running, or a propeller, it's circulating the water in there. And that's going to circulate that nice hot water all around the food. And that'll come up to 160 degrees. On top here you can't see, but it's showing the current temperature, which is 84.6 degrees, and I have set it went from 159 to 161. I don't understand why, so I have it set at 161. This is going to run for 2 hours. It's 2 hours and 14 minutes switching between the temperature and the time. Okay, I'll bring you guys back when these are done and we'll get those steaks out there and we'll get them sear in a pan. I'm kind of excited to taste this because I never had sous vide food before. I hear it's really awesome, really tender, so I'll bring you guys back when this is ready. Okay guys, my steaks are done. They went for that 2 hours. I could let these in here for 5 or 6 more hours. This would hold them at 161 degrees. It wouldn't get any warmer. You see all that liquid in there, that butter and the juices from the steak. Let me get these out of here, get them out of the pouches, and we're going to pan sear them to get a nice brown on them, get more flavor out of them. Okay, now that I have my steaks out of their pouches, I have a large skillet warming up here. I'm going to put some olive oil in it. We're going to go ahead and get the steaks in there and get a nice sear on them. You can eat them just like this, but they'll be better if they're pan seared because they'll have more flavor then. So I'm going to let them go for a little bit on each side just so they get brown, and then we'll pull them out. Okay, now that my steaks have a nice sear on them, I'm going to pull them out of here and set them aside to rest for a few minutes. Now I have, let me turn my heat down a little bit. I have some onions and mushrooms that I put in the freezer. I made them the other week for sandwiches. We're going to get them in here and warm them up. I left them thaw on the counter for a few hours. So we're going to serve this over top of the steak. And I'll put that with a little red wine to add flavor and release some of them bits off the bottom of the pan. I'm having trouble getting the lid off of my bottle. Just going to stir these around and cook them in here for a minute, scraping up the bottom of the pan until these are heated through. I also went ahead and made a baked potato and some corn to go with this. Let me get in here and cut into this steak, guys, and take a taste for you. Now, you probably don't like your steak this well done, and I might have, next time I would do it probably at like 150 degrees. But nevertheless, the steak is still tender and it's seasoned well. Taste that basil through it. It tastes really nice. Okay, there you have it. Sous vide steak. Give it a try. Thanks for watching, and until next time, I'll see ya.